Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Madden NFL 18. Welcome back to the playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 17 of Rebuilding the Cleveland Browns. Here we are in the final game of the season to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. But here's the thing, guys. We have 10 wins. We're guaranteed to be making the playoffs this year. Have we already rebuilt the Cleveland Browns? Because I would argue that maybe we've actually done that at this point now. Of course, I want to continue on doing this series, but I will say that Dr. Nero's defensive doom really helped us get this winning record here. It's so cool to be seeing the Browns actually doing well for a change. We have, of course, some very good players in some very key positions. Of course, we have at quarterback Mr. Deshaun Kaiser, who is not exactly doing great in real life, constantly being benched at halftime over there. But here in the season, he's doing fantastic, right? We have Duke Johnson Jr., the new starter, who did fantastic in the last game. We have a very good and young defense. Lots of very good young receivers. David Njoku, of course, at tight end. Lots of really good key position players here. I'm so happy. Oh, look at the blocking. Go for the juke. I was actually hoping for a snow game today. We've got so many good players that I'm excited about the future of my franchise here. And whether or not we end off the series at some point, who knows? I'm going to continue playing this regardless because I'm having a ton of fun. And I want to thank you guys so much every single day where you guys tune in to check out the episode where we play through a game. And I mean, here we are, the final game of the regular season. And I would say that even though we're playing on the hardest difficulty in the entire game, we've done pretty well this year. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here throughout the entirety of the series. Now let's go ahead and scramble here a little bit. And nobody's going to get there. Oh, please don't fumble. I was really hoping that the in route there for Beasley was going to be open, but no such luck. That was just perfect pass defense. So the Steelers here are actually 7-8, believe it or not, in my season because they've had a lot of injuries, particularly to Ben Roethlisberger. He's been out off and on throughout the entire year. And so part of the reason why I decided not to bench my starters today as we get the first down there was because I really want to try and guarantee that the Steelers have a losing record. How incredible would that be? As a Browns fan, right? From my perspective, I want the Steelers to have a losing record. I really do. But that, and you never want to bench your starters, I don't think, in Madden. You can to try to avoid injury. But by doing that, you make it so your starters actually end up getting less stats than they normally... Oh, no, I thought I was going to get away there. They have stats less than what they normally would, and that affects their overalls. Like, of course, at the end of the season, if you end up getting MVP, you get a bunch of XP. If you are Rookie of the Year offense and defense, you get a bunch of XP. Like, I want to make sure Kaiser gets Offensive Rookie of the Year. I want to make sure Myles Garrett gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. Also, Myles Garrett has a... Do you wonder why we benched you? What I was about to say is Myles Garrett has the possibility of breaking the single-season sack record if he gets, I think, 3 or 4 sacks this game, which may sound crazy, but he's actually done that a couple times so far this year. So Isaiah Crowell, let's watch this beautiful route, as I wanted to throw to him considering how open he was. Why exactly did you start running backwards? And then the ball comes out. Like, that was just such a goofy setup. Okay, I almost think that was a Madden bug. Like, I don't know what happened right there, but it's definitely not what I wanted to have happen. Freaking weird, man. I decided to give the Steelers their old school jerseys today. I'd considered actually rocking the old school brown ones as well. But it would have been weird having us both wearing home jerseys. There's no old school Browns like away jerseys in this game, unfortunately. So, and he actually has him beat. He has him beat. That's Cole Beasley, and he caught it. I still get so excited playing this game. That's why I freaking love Madden, man. Plays like that. They happen so infrequently that when they do, it just feels so good. Mike Tomlin's not happy. He's like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Look at the ball. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, for those that don't know, I'm from Pennsylvania, northwestern Pennsylvania to be specific. So I have been to Heinz Field. It wasn't for a Steelers game. I went there. I think I told the story before. I don't remember. I went there during youth football as part of like some program where we went down there. We watched the Pittsburgh Panthers take on, I think, Youngstown or something like that. Like just some random smaller school that is kind of insignificant. And we didn't actually watch the game. We kind of just ran around the field and the stadium and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun, honestly. But I've been here, right? And so to have a game here where Coach Joseph Nero is back home in Pennsylvania and taking on the Steelers, it's kind of a cool thing. I think the only thing we could have done to make this a little bit better would be actually giving us a snow game. That would have been nice. I mean, the game itself falls, I think, on New Year's Eve or around the end of December. So unfortunately, there's no snow in this game. I was really hoping to end off the season with that, but maybe we'll see some snow in the playoffs because we're going to have at least one playoff game, assuming, of course, we don't blow it. There we go. Get across the line, buddy. Come on, David. And this... Oh, I thought David was the one that was hurt there for a second. Who's hurt? With my luck, an offensive lineman. It's always my freaking offensive lineman. Just freaking always. Now, let's see here. Might have been Cole Beasley because Cooper Kupp's in there right now, but Josh Gordon and Corey Coleman are still there. And we've got the Duke. Oh! Did he cross it? Ryan Shazier. Oh, bruised ribs. We're substituting you, man. Cole, I do not want you hurt going into the playoffs. It kind of stinks you're getting hurt now. I was hoping to try and, you know, if I would have given Cole Beasley like 150 yards this game, he might have been able to crack 1,000 for the season. He already has 55 yards off that one catch. That might be a really good punt. Oh, the 7-yard line. I'll take that. But if he's hurt, he's hurt, man. I don't want him being out for the playoffs. Cooper Kupp's not a bad player, but he's not as good as Cole Beasley, right? So it's always better to have your starters. But, man, maybe I should be benching my starters. I don't like this, but I need my guys to have their stats. It's like, it's a real catch-22 we're in right now. And you know what? We're going to go ahead. Wait, why is Cole Beasley back in? I said to substitute him. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We're just going to call some audibles here, or hot routes, rather. If they want to leave him one-on-one deep again, they don't want to leave him one-on-one deep again. We'll just go to David Njoku. We'll just go to David Njoku coming across. And now we're going to hurry up into that counter. I love the counter, man. It's so nice. Freaking first quarter. It's so nice having a running back that has the agility that I can actually take him outside. And he's a more dynamic running back than Isaiah Crowell. He really is. And somebody said in the comments of my last video, and this was brilliant, by the way. I wish I remember your name. I could look it up right now, but you know who you are. Somebody said I should trade Isaiah Crowell to the Colts for a first-round draft pick. And obviously that's a reference to what they did with Trent Richardson, and I thought that was just freaking hilarious. I laughed pretty hard at that. But real talk, though. Let me get this first down before I go over. Catch that, buddy. So, real talk, though. A player that I always liked in real life, but unfortunately he hasn't worked out for the Browns or the Patriots or really even the Colts, would be Barkevious Mingo, the linebacker the Browns drafted really early on a couple years ago. I think it'd be nice if we could get him, and he wouldn't even necessarily be a starter, but he would just be another component in Dr. Nero's defensive doom. But the Colts here in the game, they value him way too highly, so I don't know if I'd even be able to get him. Now, we're gonna scramble this. We're gonna scramble this, and all right, really good. Ow! I was out of bounds, bud. Come on. Come on, where's the call? You can't hit a quarterback like that. I was really hoping that he was going to go back in. Either my receiver was going to run downfield and I throw it to him, or Bud Dupree was going to go and rush me. And I was just hoping something would happen besides that, for crying out loud. Deep corner? No. No. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That is really good pass rush they had right there. And then they also had really good pass protection. That was rough. That was a rough play. We could go for the screen, but I'm not... Ooh, the regular old mesh. I want to run the screen, but I'm not a fan of the screen they're giving us the option to use right now. That screen just doesn't seem to work as well for one reason or another. And there we go, Corey Coleman. There we go. Now let's try and get up here and get some more points. Walk out here with a touchdown. Let's go for a draw. A draw is another play we can start running now that we have Duke Johnson, who's actually having a very good game so far. And, oh, freaking Ryan Shazier. He's really, really good. He's very good. Why do I randomly have a feeling about the corner and goes? Nah, they're definitely playing back way too far right now. There's no way corner and goes is going to work. All right, fair enough. And he's way too fast for that linebacker. I'm sorry, not linebacker. Well, what is Bud Dupree technically? Is Bud Dupree a linebacker or a safety? I think he's a linebacker, but I always think of him as a safety because he's got number 48. Now it's a 3rd and 1, though. All right, they don't think the dive's going to be there. I don't think it's going to be there either. So we're going to go verts. David Njoku coming across here. This route is typically money. And David Njoku has been really good this game. And by really good, I mean not dropping passes randomly. I have very low expectations. Do we go for the counter here? I think we do. I mean, the run game has been really there all game so far. I want to try busting that to the right, but I don't think it's going to be there. So instead, we're just going to go for Mr. David on the corner. And no! David would have been open. That would have been a touchdown. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that guy's last name. Yeah, I am. Kiyakowski? The guy just said it, but I was talking when he was saying it, so I didn't quite understand what he said. Quite a different last name. But now we're doing that thing I always do, where we get down to the red zone, and we start to lose... We lose yards and basically get out of field goal range. And there we go. Cole Beasley. Almost. 1 yard line. Can we go for a draw? I wonder if they're going to stack up the line here. Are they worried about the draw? They are. Okay. I'm not liking really any of these ideas here. All right, cool. I'm going to send you deep. I'm going to go look for David Njoku coming across. And did I say David Njoku? I see my A receiver. Ah! I saw him, but I was hoping I could run, and then I started running, and things didn't end up working out, and that was a really bad play on my part. Oh, no! Not his throwing elbow! No. Please, show him standing. All right. There he is on the sidelines. Things are probably good. They're probably okay. I can't guarantee it, but they're probably okay. Now we're going to try that run play that worked for us last week here. Where is it, for crying out loud? Is that the I formation? I think it's out of the I formation. Yeah, this is it. And we're going to go for a halfback toss. There we go. Toss right. Although, they've been really crashing on the right side for us this entire game. But I think we'll be okay regardless. We've got the Duke. And the Duke gets another touchdown. Duke Johnson Jr., guys. That's his 8th touchdown. Well, he's actually caught a lot of touchdowns. I think he's ran. That might be his 4th rushing touchdown, I think, on the year. And he probably caught another 4 or something like that. But so far, so good. Assuming we don't injure our quarterback. That would be great, right? Okay, so regardless of which quarterback is in, let's try and drive down and get 3 points here. Is it Cardale? Yeah, Cardale is still in. That's actually not a good sign if he's still here, by the way. I'm a little bit concerned. Rightly so. And... ooh! Such good pass coverage! And torn drop! No! 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 How? How could this happen? He's out for the rest of the year, guys. That counts playoffs. Cardale Jones now has to lead the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what to say. This is horrible. This is really, really bad. We're just going to throw a screen here. I'm a little shook up right now. I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, I don't know, man. We might be able to win the Super Bowl this year. But now we have a backup quarterback. I'm going to have to sign another quarterback as well, just because we have right now nobody to back up Cardale Jones. Besides my kicker. Cardale goes down. We're getting the kicker in there. This is, oh my gosh. Oh, and we can't pad his stats anymore, so he's not guaranteed Offensive Rookie of the Year. I hope his stats were good enough going into this game. Otherwise, oh no. Juke. Oh my gosh. What's really annoying is that's going to be a holding, and that's a 48-yard touchdown, but they're going to give us holding. Oh no. Oh no. We lost to Sean Geyser.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown. And retract the chunk play. Big stop there to get the touchdown.
All right, well, it's a good thing, I suppose, he got injured early, because now we have an opportunity to get comfortable and familiar with that, the backup quarterback. I can't believe this is freaking happening. I'm having a good day. You're like, hey, let's record a Madden episode. We're doing this daily now. We're making sure there's an episode out every single day. Let's hop on. Final game of the season. We made the playoffs. The Steelers have a losing record. We have a chance here to make it so they have a losing season going into. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Oh, there goes our star rookie quarterback. And that's a wide open. Ooh, David Njoku. All right, we'll call one of our timeouts there. We've got 27 seconds here. It's a 3rd and 8. If we can get the first, we can probably walk away with a field goal. Maybe. They're not giving us the corner route whatsoever today. Not at all. Actually, it looks like it might be here this time. It's there. It's there this time. There we go. And we've got Flash Gordon. He can't catch Flash Gordon. How slow is that Mitchell guy, for crying out loud? How did you not catch Josh Gordon right there? How did you not catch him? Josh Gordon. Oh, there's old Big Ben. He's like, I should have stayed injured. If he wants to go ahead and throw 5 interceptions against us this week, that'd be fantastic. James Harrison trying to catch him. Josh Gordon. I mean, when Josh Gordon is your slot receiver, you're a pretty good receiver, right? Well, actually, our receivers aren't all that great, but just having Josh in there at the slot, he's such a big... It's a great matchup. Typically, safeties and 3rd-string corners aren't going to be able to wrap him up all that well. Okay. Never mind. He got through very clean, but we have 8 for 26 right now. That's not bad whatsoever on the ground. That is much better than we normally can do on the ground. All right, we're going to look for David Njoku. I was a little bit too hesitant there. Ryan Shazier got through it freaking again. Guy's a monster. He really is. All right. We're going to go for mesh again. When it comes to big plays, for us, it's always like the mesh or the screen, right? All right, so better yet. I want Cole Beasley going to straight up deep here. I want Duke Johnson pass blocking for me just in case. I want to see if that safety wants to cover Josh Gordon. And, oh my gosh, guys, I even had Duke helping out there. There we are, just getting, suddenly, it's like we lose that leadership on the field, right? Deshaun Kaiser's gone, Cardale Jones is in, and suddenly the entire offensive line is just falling apart. They don't know who to block. Even when I have my running back staying in for pass protection, there's like, oh no, we can't block now. Lucky bounce. Either way, I'll take just, set them up at the 20. I mean, we're up 21-3 right now, so things are going okay. Minus the injury. That's a little bit rough. That was a weird angle. What the heck was that? Typically, it shows like what's going on the field, but right there, it just showed like a really weird, goofy cinematic. Let's try that counter again. We keep going back to this counter. We should probably call some different run plays just to vary things up a little bit. But let's see if we can go ahead and we'll go for the double flares. Cole Beasley on the deep fly. This is what worked for us last time, but it's not going to work this time, I don't think, considering they're actually going back to cover it. And Cardale Jones, he's got some jets, by the way. Yeah, late hit, holding, block in the back. What'd I do wrong there? They gave it... They called it because he tackled me when I was out of bounds. Or almost out of bounds anyway. You think we're not accepting that? Of course we're accepting that. Let's go ahead, go coach suggestions. Let's swap this up. I don't want to go to community because community always goes for the same couple of pass plays. We're going to go ahead and go to this here and call some different run plays. Well, run plays I'm comfortable with anyway. I like this one because you can cut it outside if it's there. And it's there. Oh, get that block, buddy. Ugh! My fullback could have got him. All right, we got 10 for 26, so we've had some success on the ground this game. Just not all of the success. But then again, I mean, Pittsburgh's defense has always been good against the run. When I picture the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, I picture big linebackers, big defensive line, good against the run, Not so much against the pass, which they've kind of shown here in this game. Of course, in real life, they have Joe Hayden, but one of the first things I did going into this series is I traded to get Joe Hayden back. We're going to see about Cole Beasley on that corner. We really are. And never mind on that. Catch that, buddy! Oh, good catch. I would not have blamed him if he dropped that. That was, that was a wallop he took right there. We're going to try the halfback screen. We're going to get the Duke here. Oh, it looks like they're blitzing, too. The screen could be really there. Nope, they're actually covering it. They're actually covering it. But what are you going to do? You kind of have to throw it at that point. That or I can throw it away and maybe not get the intentional grounding, but that seems unlikely. So, just a real no-win situation there. I mean, screens have worked so well for us this entire season. They can't work all the time, right? We're going to see about Corey Coleman here. And let's go. Let's scramble a little bit. And Corey! Oh, terrible throw. I get that I'm throwing on the run, but for crying out loud, man. That was just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That's like my 4th interception this season with Cardale. And I was hoping to not actually throw any picks with him whatsoever because I want him to have a little bit more confidence going into the playoffs. We may have a first-round bye. I'm not sure. We may have to go all the way to the divisional round because we won our division by so much. But we'll have to see. I don't know what the playoff picture is going to look like. Ugh. And now suddenly, the entire offense seems to be falling apart. Like, at first we were able to run a little bit. The passing game was definitely there. And now it just seems kind of the opposite of that. All right, block for me, buds. Good blocking. Good throw. Good catch. There we go. Flash Gordon. I mean, we're 7 of 10 with him. That's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just going to take a little bit to get used to, playing with him. Every quarterback feels a little bit different, I want to see Josh Gordon on that goofy-looking out route. And nope. Oh, maybe. Tiptoe? He didn't get that. There's no. They say he got it, but they're going to challenge that. I don't think he had it. I don't think Josh had it. He's on my team, and I don't think he had it. But just in case here, let's go ahead and call a run. And here it is. Here it is. That's a cool shot of the, not the stadium, the speaker, the scoreboard. Let's see. Right there, it didn't look like it. Wait a minute. That maybe. Can I get one more angle, please? Okay. That actually might have been a catch. Let's see. I can't. 1st and 10. Yeah, they called it. They called it. Yeah. All right. Sick. Play action power-o. I guess one of the reasons why we were doing so well on offense was we kept throwing those short passes to David Njoku. So maybe we should keep on doing that. Yeah, but yeah, they're definitely blitz. No! Such good freaking defense. Such good defense. All right, let's go for the mesh to the opposite side. See about David Njoku over there. Maybe do a little bit of scrambling. We'll see. Looks like they're blitzing hard. All right, they're not blitzing hard. Catch that, buddy. Good catch. Oh, horse collar. Where's the call? Where's the call? Can we go ahead? Can I get a... There it is. There it is. We're out of field goal range right now, at least for my kicker. So the idea of going for a screen... Oh, come on, dude. Block him. Block him. You call that blocking? Do we really punt here? Yeah. I mean, we're only up by 11. It seems like we're going to win regardless, but... Okay, let's see. Hear him chanting, here we go, Steelers. Come on now. We're about to be 2-0 against the Steelers this year. Did I? Did I? 16. Well, it's still better than a touchback. It's fine. I'll take that. Now, defense. All right, they drove down and scored. Now they're down by 8 and have 2 timeouts. But we have the ball on the 44-yard line. Probably from an onside kick recovery, yeah, I imagine. Let's try some more dive plays here. There we go. There we go. Oh, the Duke. See, we've been trying all these outside runs this entire game, but I didn't really try any inside runs. The reason why... There's a Sean Kaiser on the sideline. It was a generic player. You could tell because he had generic face mask and generic features and stuff, but he was wearing number 7. But yeah, we've been trying so many outside runs this entire game, and the reason why, is because normally the inside runs just don't work on all Madden. But, I mean, these dives are actually really working right now, so let's keep on doing that. Right now, it might not work as well, but we're talking 1 yard, so let's just hopefully... Oh, there we go. There we go. Free... No, Duke! You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. William Gay now has an interception and a fumble recovery. Defense? End of game. Oh, we get the ball back. Oh, they actually scored and got the 2-point conversion. You can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make it up. We still got 3 timeouts here. Okay, so they're just really not stopping that run whatsoever. All right, so hurry up offense, hurry up offense. 4 birds. Njoku on in. They're going to drop back a safety? No, of course not. So what do we do here? I honestly think... Oh, now it's 3rd and 7, though. Now it's 3rd and 7. Wait, they have no timeouts. Here's the thing, guys. We're playing for overtime. We are playing for overtime because if I throw an incompletion here, we have to punt. No, but they're definitely stopping the... We're going to have to go for this. We're definitely looking to stop the run. If I throw an incompletion, we have to punt. If I just run the ball, we can just run out the game and go into overtime. But they're definitely going to stop the run here with this formation, so we're going to have to go ahead and actually call the pass. And... Oh, I was going to run with Cardale. That defense was so perfect. They had the people right there in the 2 dive lanes between the center and the guard. And then not only are they have those people there, but they're not actually blitzing. They're just going to drop back the coverage and stop the slants. Like, they were so perfectly set up to stop me there. All right. 21-21. Looks like we're going into overtime here in the final game of the season where we lost our starting quarterback. The drama, ladies and gentlemen. Although, honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world if we lose. Just got to remember that. But I get so salty when I play Madden that, always heads. Ha! We're going to, of course, receive.
If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball.
We've already won. They're just showing this for the fun of it.
The next team to score wins. But if the receiving team
all right. Looks like I'm actually returning this and everything. So I think what we're going to do here, and I've gotten some positive feedback from doing it in the past, I want to show... Since we're in overtime especially, if we go on defense, assuming I'll just drive down and score a touchdown here, I'm going to show the defense and show what's going on there. All right. So, I want a halfback screen. I want a halfback screen to start things out. And we're going to go out of this formation here. Go for the halfback screen. I'm actually going to be looking to maybe hit David Njoku out of the backfield here if they decide to really cover the screen. We'll see. And... How many times am I going to get sacked this game? This defense is playing so well right now. Everything I want to do, they seem to have a perfect defense drawn up for it. It's ridiculous. We're going to take some shots downfield here, though. So, ooh, Josh Gordon. If you want to burn that safety deep, that'd be great. And I'm not liking it. Just going to throw it away. How open was he right there? How open was he? Because I was obviously watching, because the controller started shaking a little bit once they're starting to crash in on you very hard. And was somebody open after a while there? It's after I started scrambling right now. And that's when I started looking at this guy about to hit me in my face. But, yeah, all the way down here is Cole Beasley. Well, this is probably the worst way we could have actually had overtime go. We lost 12 yards. Had to throw the ball away. Oh, wait a minute. Cole Beasley, if you want to do it again, my dude, we're putting up a prayer. Up. All right. Fair enough, I guess. Now it's 4th and 22 from the 13. And the game's pretty much over. We're going to watch defense, but we pretty much blew it. All they have to do, if you don't know how overtime works here in the NFL, if you have the ball first and you drive down and score a field goal, then the other team has the possession to try and match your field goal. If you have the ball first and you drive down and score a touchdown, you automatically win. So since we had scored all right here, it's now sudden death. So all they have to do is drive down and score a field goal to win, and they're starting on the 46-yard line. But as I said, we're going to watch the defense. I'm going to help out with play calling and such and stuff like that, but we're not going to actually control. We're not going to play anything. All right. So they want to go with the cover 3. Okay, we'll do that. Again, not actually controlling anything. We're just watching. I'm going to just put my guy on our defensive tackle here, and we're going to see what happens. They're going to be throwing here on first down. He's wide open in the center of the field. Doesn't get much more open than that, Ben. Okay, guys, let's just leave 2 wide open people. That's why I don't play defense in all Madden, by the way. Your defense, regardless of how good they actually are, just play like idiots. Go for a cover 1 hole. That's like a pure one-on-one over there with Antonio Brown. That's a little bit scary, but we'll see. They're probably going to be running to the left here. Oh, nope, they're going to the right. Defense! Defense! Well, they're in field goal range now. Le'Veon Bell just hit 102 yards in the game. Gosh, they had a really good game on offense. I can't believe we freaking fumbled. Then they drive down and not only score a touchdown, but also get a 2-point conversion. Like, how do you can't make this up. You can't make it up, guys. You really can't. There's still a chance. They're definitely going to run here. Not 2-minute warning, but they're definitely going to be running. I don't see them throwing. It'd be great if they did throw and, you know, decide to make it so we can get an interception maybe or a sack, make them lose some yards, and a fumble. It'd be all great. It'd be all fantastic. And they're running with them again. Nothing. Nero, why don't you play defense on all Madden? Gee, I wonder. The only reason I think they're actually doing this well right now is because I'm actually here and it's actually showing things. They're definitely going to keep on running, but so we're basically sending a lot of people on a blitz right now. There's no way they would ever pass. Strip it! Strip it! Injury timeout! Haha! Doesn't matter. It's overtime in the final game of the season, and at best, if they win here, which they're likely going to win, they're going to go 8-8. They're not going to make the playoffs. At least I don't think. Maybe they'll squeak into the wild card. We'd have to check the standings. Looks like he might be okay. Maybe. We're going Thunder Smoke again. We're just going to straight up blitz them. There's no way that they're going to throw. There's just no way. Now they have a backup running back in. I'm just saying, guys. You guys want to strip that ball? Oh. They might just, I don't know why they're not going for the field goal already, honestly. Okay, no. I'm not going for that 3rd and long. We're going 4-4. 4-4, engage 8. They're not throwing. They are not going to throw. Okay, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Cover 2. They're actually throwing. You idiot. Pick this off. Somebody, please. Pick that up, buddy. No! How do you drop that? Are you serious? No! Really? I should have user picked that. That's what I get for not touching anything on defense. Aw, man. What a game. What a freaking game. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. Now we can block. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, he almost had it. There's a flag. It's probably roughing the kicker. It's probably roughing the kicker. Yeah. So even if he blocked it, they would have called a roughing. Whatever. Whatever, guys. You can't make this up. So in the final game of the regular season, Joseph Nero and his Cleveland Browns fall to the now 8-8 Pittsburgh Steelers. That man is walking off the field despite him being out for the remainder of the season. We have lost our star rookie quarterback. Losing in overtime. Dropped an interception that would have kept us in it. Duke Johnson Jr. fumbles the ball late in the game. They drive down and score, get a 2-point conversion. And now we have Cardale Jones. Our playoff chances, hopes, everything rests on the shoulders of this man right here. He's a big guy, 6'5", 250. But I'm just saying, guys. Little concerned. But on the bright side, Duke Johnson Jr. had a pretty good game minus that fumble. And we might have to rely on him pretty heavily going into the playoffs here. Did we get those sacks? Did we get those sacks? Ah, Miles. No record for Miles. He was close. That might have been his 20th sack on the entire season. Maybe. Not entirely positive, but wow, look at all the tackles here. Jamar Taylor is the guy that dropped that interception. Oh, how do you drop that? But there it is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Our regular season, rebuilding the Cleveland Browns, 10-6 first year. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. So stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to be a stat nerd episode, I suppose, where actually, you know what? We don't typically do that here in this particular, in the series. We don't do this format most of the time. We're actually going to go ahead and we are going to exit the game. I'm going to show you guys kind of what it's like in between games for me. It's really nothing special. I hit advanced week, and then this happens right here. I'm not spending my XP right now. I'm going to wait till the off season because a lot of this stuff is, I already have Master Trade Negotiator for my background. I'm not sure what free agents are going to be available. So if I want to get particular influence and stuff like that, I want to wait till the off season to see, you know, what I actually want to get. So I skip this part every single time. So we're going to advance through there. And then now we have a bunch of different players that I can upgrade. Oftentimes, when it comes to defensive players, I just upgrade their awareness because since it's being simulated, because I'm not playing on the defensive side of the ball, awareness is a very big deal for simulation. So always just increase your awareness for defensive players. Even your star defensive players. If awareness isn't one of their options, I just hit skip until we can upgrade their awareness. And now we continue on here. I want to see what happens in terms of like the playoffs and all of that stuff. So we're going to advance week, one new injury. We're going to the wild card round. Man, that pains me. It really, really does pain me. Deshaun Kaiser is out. Now I know how the Colts feel, and they lost Andrew Luck. And we're actually playing in the wild card against the Colts and Andrew Luck. Oh, that is so scary. That is so scary. But here's the thing. So we can check out, do I do the stats episode now? Let's do the regular season finale now. Yeah, let's just do it now. Screw it. It's going to be a longer episode, but I'm cool with that. So here are going to be the final stats for the remainder, or for the entire regular season, my first season here. Unfortunately, Deshaun Kaiser, it would have looked a lot better if I could have gotten 30 touchdowns to 14 interceptions, but 3,763 yards, 29 touchdowns, 14 interceptions for him. Running the ball, very all over the place all season. We end up benching Isaiah Crowell for Duke Johnson Jr., and Duke scored 3 rushing touchdowns in the final 2 weeks. Pretty good, honestly. Then, of course, we had Deshaun Kaiser, who also fumbled 8 times. Just a really rough season running the ball, but hey, that's the old Madden difficulty. Receiving-wise, Cole Beasley may have been able to actually get 1,000 yards, but just not quite. Actually, wow, I didn't realize Josh Gordon was that close. If I would have known Josh Gordon was 29 yards away from 1,000 yards, I would have found a way to get him the ball there at the very end. But 8 touchdowns as well. Corey Coleman would have had a better year if he didn't drop all of those passes. He dropped so many this season. David Njoku, not a bad rookie campaign by any stretch. Of course, Duke Johnson Jr. Being our number 2 most targeted receiver, thanks to all those passes out of the backfield. Isaiah Crowell getting involved in the passing game. Niles Paul. Cooper Kupp and Braxton Miller didn't really have a big splash, but I mean, they weren't in all that often. It's not as if they were dropping passes and such as much as it was just them really not having that many opportunities, all things considered. And Danny Vitale here had that 42-yard catch. I think that was against the Packers. That was so cool. I thought that was a lot of fun. Now on the, who left the most sacks out of curiosity? Lane Johnson. Now let's go ahead and check out Myles freaking Garrett. Ladies and gentlemen, 20.5 sacks. By the way, the single season sack record is 22. There's like 4 people with that record. They're all tied for it. But his first season, he almost got it. How incredible is that? Harrison Smith, the guy we traded for in the offseason, 6 interceptions, 69 tackles. Absolutely wonderful. We got some forced fumbles in there on the season from a lot of different people. Myles Garrett, Joe Hayden, Joe Schubert, Harrison Smith, Jabril Peppers, Jamie Meter, Sean Porter, a free agent I signed. How'd the interceptions go this year? Harrison Smith with 6, Kirksey with 3, who is hurt right now, or he was hurt. I think he's technically hurt, just doesn't show him right now. Joe Hayden had 2. McCourty had 2, Schobert, Jabril Peppers, Jamie Collins, Myles Garrett. So you're telling me Jamar Taylor didn't have a single interception the entire season, then he dropped that interception in overtime in the final game. Could have had it, but he had 60 tackles this year, which is pretty good, I'd say. Right up there. Joe Hayden had 62. I mean, not bad considering we play 6-minute quarters. Let's check out sacks here. I was telling you guys, Emmanuel Ogbah is a monster. I mean, Myles Garrett was doing good, but Ogbah was doing really well as well. So, I mean, we have Danny Shelton, who's good, but if I can sign a better second defensive tackle than Jamie Meter, we are going to have a ridiculously good defensive line next season. So next season, definitely looking to draft or sign a very good defensive tackle, maybe even trade for one. I'm also looking to get another shutdown corner. I keep talking about the potential of getting Richard Sherman, but somebody, Joseph Nero is all about those big blockbuster trades. Of course, getting Joe Thomas back and then going and getting Harrison Smith, and could have been better kicking this year. Could have been much better. Punting, I think, was fantastic. We had 20 of them inside the 20, and not bad. Not bad, honestly. Kick returning was not really a thing that happened. The punt returning, we had some decent ones, but really not all that much. We had an 18 was our longest punt return, so maybe we'll look into potentially upgrading that position as well. Awards, right? Yeah, awards, yearly awards. Who's MVP? Phillip Rivers won MVP this year in the NFL. And Coach of the Year was not me. There I am all the way down there. Coach of the Year always basically seems to go off your actual record. Occasionally, you have somebody jump up like Jim Caldwell there. But I would say taking the Browns, making those trades, making them go 10-6, I think I deserve Coach of the Year. All right, so Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC was Phillip Rivers. Defensive Player of the Year, Bruce Irwin. Come on, offensive rookie. Please, 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 please. DeShone Kizer got Offensive Rookie of the Year. You guys know what that means, right? That means he gets a ton of overall. Oh, that's very good. I am very happy about that. Now, of course, Myles Garrett got Defensive Rookie of the Year, so that's very good. Best quarterback, Phillip Rivers, followed by Tom Brady. DeShone Kizer got third best quarterback. I wonder if it's because I had a lot of touchdown passes. I don't know. Best running back, my guys are not going to be there. They're just not. Best wide receiver, probably none of my guys, because we didn't really. Josh Gordon was up there. He had a pretty good year, I'd say. He's only a 78 overall. I'm hoping he can somehow get a little bit better than that. Joe Thomas, best offensive line. Myles Garrett, best defensive line. That's even more stats and stuff like that for him. Best linebacker, none of our guys. There he is. I was talking about him. Barkevius Mingo. Best defensive back, Darrelle Revis. Harrison Smith is up there. My kicker's not going to be on the best kicker. So let's check out let's keep looking at stats, and we're going to go ahead and check out the actual player overalls and stuff like that. All right, so Drew Brees had himself a year. Almost 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. Didn't have a lot of picks, but still 40 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers did all right. Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, Matt Ryan, Andrew Luck, Jared Goff, Eli Manning, Trevor Siemain. Is it bad I keep on accidentally calling him Trevor Seaman? Alex Smith, Joe Flacco, Cam Newton. Yeah. In terms of yards, we didn't have a lot, but we were up there in passing touchdowns. One of the top people in the league. Rushing wise, we obviously didn't do good, but wow! LaShawn McCoy almost had 2,000 yards. He was averaging 5.5 yards a carry. Wow. Marshawn Lynch, Jay Ajayi, Carlos Hyde. Now, I think this is actually going to carry over. I remember checking this out during the bye week. They actually had Adrian Peterson starting here in real life. He got traded to the Cardinals, but here they actually have him starting for the Saints. Now, check this out. So, two of the top three touchdown scoring running backs were on the same team. Were on the Raiders. They ran 28 between these two. I'm sure there's somebody else on their team that has 2 rushing touchdowns. They ran for like 30 touchdowns this year, which is absurd if you ask me. Who had the most receiving yards? Anyone in particular really standing out? Odell Beckham Jr.? Sammy Watkins, of all people, being number 2. That's interesting. Antonio Brown, Golden Tate. Okay. How about receiving touchdowns? All right. Not a lot. Only 3 receivers with more than 10. That's interesting, man. That's actually very interesting. Let's check out defense real quick. Then we're going to move over to the experience and stuff like that. Myles Garrett, number 1. And that's the thing, man. Myles Garrett's number 1, but if you scroll down, I remember telling you guys about this during the bye week. They don't show Emmanuel Ogbah here, even though Ogbah should be like middle of the road. And I think it's just going to be bugging out, making it so he doesn't get a bunch of XP. We'll have to see. Richard Sherman led the league in interceptions. I'm just saying. Ooh, maybe we go for Darius Slay Jr. instead. He's younger. I don't know. I want to get like a big, awesome shutdown corner in the offseason to just make that defense even better. That sounds awesome to me. But, okay, so those are basically his stats. What do we do next? I mean, those are the standings right there. We can look at the overall standings, I suppose, of like pretty much the entire league. Just give you guys an idea of like who made the playoffs, who didn't. For those of you guys that are interested, I'm going to scroll down very quickly. Just kind of show you. This is the entire NFL. We'll see where your favorite team maybe landed in my season here. Yeah, as you can see, the AFC North did not exactly do well this year, and I definitely benefited from that. So let's go over here to my roster. This is going to be where we may have a bunch of experience for our players here. It's not going to show up from right here, I don't think. So Deshaun Kaiser, does it show anywhere where? Oh, torn tricep out for 12 weeks. Upgrade. He has no XP? Oh. I thought he would have gotten a bunch of experience for getting Offensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe because he's hurt, he doesn't get them? Or get the XP? I could have sworn that's how that works. 61 XP for Myles Garrett. So apparently we don't have any XP or anything like that to upgrade our players. That's odd. Maybe it happens in the offseason, or maybe it doesn't happen. Remember, it happened in Madden 16. I thought it happened here in Madden 18 as well. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. But ladies and gentlemen, I suppose that's all for this episode of the Madden NFL 18 playthrough. Stay tuned for the next episode where it's playoff time and we take on the Indianapolis Colts. Now, here's the thing, guys. I'm into realism, right? And so if we have to sign a backup quarterback, we're going to sign him. But even if the backup here has a better overall, I'm still starting Cardale Jones. It's just a matter of what backup quarterback do I get. There are no good backups that I would want to sign available. Holy crap, they are all just gone right now. Wow. So Matt Flynn or Thad Lewis? Thad Lewis is a former Cleveland Brown. Which one of you has better short throw accuracy? Looks like it might be Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn looks like he's actually more accurate altogether. But he's got no throw power, whereas Thad Lewis does have throw power. Not exactly very great choices. David Falls there might actually not be a bad choice because he's kind of like a middle ground. He actually has more accuracy than Matt Flynn does. Then again, we have Aaron Murray, who has even more throw power and more short throw accuracy. I kind of like Aaron Murray because he's got the 85 throw power, which is much more than Matt Flynn, but 80 throw accuracy, short, 76, which is not that much worse than David Falls. Thad Lewis has a good arm, but his accuracy is much lower than anybody else's. So Aaron Murray, I suppose, he also is good at West Coast offense, which is what I run. So welcome to the active roster, buddy. We need a backup quarterback because if Cardale goes down, my kicker's going in. So we definitely need to have him there. Wow, I can't freaking believe we lost. I can't believe Deshaun Kaiser's just gone. All right, so there's Aaron Murray. And 68 overall, Cardale Jones. He's actually a speedster, man. He is going to be, with his 96 throw power, he's actually very similar to Deshaun Kaiser. He just is not accurate really whatsoever. So we're going to have to rely on him. We're going to have to rely on him going into the playoffs here against the Colts, but we're going to be at home. But then again, we lose more often than not when we're at home, so we'll have to see. Once again, guys, this episode's gone long enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop me a rating. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.